absolutely fabulous. All right, so I'm coming at you with some freedom. Some freedom. This eclipse that we are about to have, I'm recording this right before an eclipse, second new moon in Aries. I am a Cancer sign. I am Miss Water, Water, Flow, Flow. When it comes to these fire signs, and I can be quite fiery, let's be real. But when it comes to these fiery signs, there is so much richness and discomfort that comes through for myself. So, what I wanted to share with you in today's connection, in today's conversation, has a lot to do with how do we activate clear connection to the powerful energy of fire. Yeah. The energy of fire, when we're using it in a way to heal, when we're using it in a way that offers freedom from our own pain, freedom from our own constrictions, freedom from our own, just whatever it is that we are carrying. Fire and using the element of fire, and I'm not talking physical 3D fire, I'm talking about the energetic brilliance that fire is when we're talking about healing. If you've been in the New Age world for any part of time, you've probably heard about violet flame or sapphire flame or platinum flame. So when I just heard about, get rid of that real quick. um, so those types of flames, these types of flames is what I want to bring to you today that's going to open and shift a lot, just burn through the scratchiness, burn through the emotions that are going unchecked, burn through dynamics, cords, past patterns, things that are outdated. I know that for myself, I have some dynamics going on with family that are just like absolutely not in present time. They are not aligned with who we are today, how it is that we're showing up in the world. Yet, because those family cords are still there, there's like still these triggers that show up, and these triggers that show up in a way that aren't actually helping us to be our most brilliant selves. And I really believe that in family, that there is a very, very, very strong association and a very, very strong connection to love, the frequency of love, that is the bassinet, that is the, container that offers space for the deepest wounds within our soul, the family dynamics, the ancestral lineages, all of that to actually come up. I have been estranged from some of my family for long periods of time. I have, had extremely challenging family dynamics my whole life. My parents got divorced when I was very young. We've had the steps, the halves, the modern day American family, as I like to say. And I don't like to talk about my family too much on these public platforms, but I'm sharing this just simply because I want you to know that when it comes to the depth of healing, specifically family ties and ancestral wounding and karmic bonds, which this week I'm feeling quite a bit of. And on top of that, and on a much deeper level than that, what I'm also feeling is the reconciliation of soul experiences that my soul has had. I have been having so many memories coming up around Lumeria, being on other planets. I've seen it with some of my clients in class. We did readings recently, and I've been seeing these memories come up in dynamics with them. I've been seeing my memories from Atlantis. This has been coming online for me since I started developing my psychic abilities in my early 20s, but specifically lately it seems to be more often. One, I'm more open to it, but also I really do feel that sometimes when we are healing through what's going on with like an eclipse and we're feeling really dense or thick or heavy emotions that we can't quite put our finger on, oftentimes I believe that it is the the ancestral healing, the genetics that are passed down in that way, as well as the reconciliation of some of your own soul agreements, what you are ascending through in this lifetime. So, with that being said, let's close our eyes and let's do a little bit of a transmission to clear. My intention is just simply to help support you in the clearing of what can be released now, when you're feeling it now. So remember, it doesn't matter if you watch this not during an eclipse, doesn't matter when you watch this. I believe that you have found your way to this video at exactly the right time to help you clear that which is no longer serving you. So take a couple nice big deep breaths, connecting root chakra all the way down to the center of the planet. Io tarana ia oa hu'ukua sitrai, uanapu oa kana ia haakpu. I a su turunua pua haaia ia turunua pua nakai. I a nakai ia wa hu'ukua pua sa. Ia trai ia kua runa kapu kua turunua pua ingia dantakai. Ia kia tara ine kia haakapu ususu utununu pua kanakai. I a ia ua pua haa. And just breathe as you visualize some energetic attachments, some connections. They'll just start to like pull out of your system and pull out of your field. So we're setting the intention that we're also claiming full sovereignty of your own body. We're claiming full clarity of what no longer belongs, allowing all that is codependent, toxic patterns, patterns of abuse, dysfunctional patterns that you yourself have adopted by being in close proximity to these circumstances and also probably perpetuating it. It's all okay. Let's go ahead and address these patterns, because if they are holding you back from being able to embody more of your higher self and embody more of your light, then we want to go ahead and clear that. So take a nice big deep breath again. And connecting your root chakra from the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the earth. Beautiful. And breathe. Ia toronu apua haakarai, ia sutrunu apunaka haatarai, ia wapunaka asatia, ia wapunaka haapusakara kiatara, ia wanuapua ka haakara kia na kuru 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 kuru. Feeling a lot of constriction around throat. And being that we all had to go through the panini and wearing masks and all that, a lot of freedom of expression of voice. Let's go ahead and clear some of those blocks. Iwa atara It's working. Iwa sutruna haapu a tiatraia, iwa unuku apu ukukukukukukuku haaturununa pua ka satara, ua haakarai, ia ku puana haaka puanaka. I was moving through some really thick energy last night, and I noticed that I was having like creating thoughts around like, oh, it's so thick, it's so heavy, it's so hard. And I just like stopped myself in that moment, thought, oh my gosh, it's even easier to release when it's thicker because you can just take off big chunks. And then it was like all of a sudden all this energy started falling away. So part of what I like to focus on when we're addressing healing and releasing some of these patterns is also asking ourselves, what part of me is committed to this pattern? What part of me is unwilling to let go, even though I know this doesn't serve me? What part of me is not, fill in the blank XYZ? So what we want to look at is allowing ourselves to be released of these patterns that are creating challenging experiences in our own life where we have triggers and we have room to grow. So let's go ahead and take another nice big deep breath. We'll do one more quick little light transmission to continue to clear this energy out. Big deep breath in. Releasing down through the root chakra. And I'm going to set the intention for this specific one to focus on what part of me is unwilling to let go. Ready? This is going to be a good one. I can feel it. Ua suturunu wa puna a kua ho'okorona ia kia siotorona ia kua puana kai. Ia siotorona anakai ia wapu ukua haakari ia sotorona moa puerikia. Oa torono wa puanikia kia torono wa pua haakatarai. So siatara ia wa ua puaka ania kia wa uakua satara. Ia moa pua pua puanikia wa pua haakiatarai. Ia okua ono kua pu 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 no pu no pu no pu kukukuru kuru 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 kai. Okay, there's more coming through, but I want to translate to English what's coming through also. Is that it's really important for you to give yourself time in the next half hour to write down the ideas that come to you and any insights that come to you. There will be patterns and behaviors that are required to change, and it is up to you to pay attention to what patterns and behaviors those are and actually change the behavior, because actually changing your actions is going to give you different results. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're bombarded with heavy energy, if you're feeling like you're just swimming in circles and nothing is quite moving, what we want to do is get that flow open, right? We don't want to be sitting in a swamp. We want to be sitting in a river. We want to be allowing that energy to move through and keep that moving through so beautifully, so clearly, that crystal clear awareness is what is your normal. So want to go ahead and we'll do another one. We'll just do this until if this feels complete. Ooh, I got stuck. Look at that. All right, so what we're going to be focusing on now with this transmission is clearing out the energy of stagnancy. So go ahead and envision an area of your life. Maybe it's like a relationship pattern that's been on hold. It feels like it's been in escrow. Maybe it is like a credit card or debt that you've had for a really long time, where it's like rock solid. It's like cement. You're like, why isn't this moving? Maybe it's also like a problem in your home, something that hasn't been fixed, whatever that is. We want to address that right now. So focus on the area of your life where you're feeling extremely hardened energy. Build up, right? Okay, ready? Big deep breath. Focus on that. Iawa aya kuana iawa oapuna haakarai iawa susu turunua moia haakia turunua aya ia tiatrai ia nakuapua haakarai. I uku anakai ia siatrai ia kiatrai 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 tatutururuna mana karikitara karikitara karkai ia watarkai ia watarkai ia watarkai ia wahu uku no puna ka kakrikiata kirikiri korokoro parkana ki oko apu kurikia. You feel some movement happening? Let's keep it going. Keep encouraging that movement to happen. Visualize what it is that you're seeing as stagnant, moving. Good. We've got a really good flow going on right now. So big deep breath. And again, connect your awareness, root chakra to the center of the earth. Ground. Iwaka uapua haakia turuna hi uapuna hi akiatrai. Ia iwa uapuna kai. There's an awareness here of where you have agreed. I snap to break up the energy, snap, shift the consciousness, snap to shift the focus, right? So we want to break this up. It's kind of like we're chipping away. I'm seeing some energy here around where some of you have agreed to have your wings clipped. You've agreed to have your wings like tied down. There's a part of you that's either fearful of your own power, fearful of your own growth, fearful of your own fill in the blank, whatever that is for you. What we want to do is also clear that energy. So we're looking at the energy of stagnancy. You might be stagnant because you're not allowing yourself to fly. You're choosing to hold yourself down. You're choosing stagnancy. So go ahead and ask yourself, why are you choosing stagnancy? And I have looked in these mirrors before. You are not alone on this one. But these mirrors are so important to address. They're so important to look at, and they are so important to reconcile. Because if you are committing yourself to stagnancy, wondering why nothing is moving, why nothing is shifting and changing, chances are there's fear underneath that. And there's usually fear of rejection or abandonment or something going on underneath that that we want to address, which ultimately leads us to inner child healing. And breathe. There you go. Visualize your wings coming out. This is why my iPad's dead today. We're doing this on my phone. I had to come to a different space. Clearly, we needed to open up some wings. So go ahead and visualize the wings on your back. Spread them up. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Reach your wings all the way out to the sun. Didn't know you could do that, did you? And if the visualization is a little bit challenging for you, that's okay. Just try again. We're clearing the energy off. You know, if your wings have been folded up for who knows how long, we want to go ahead and open them up, dust them off, reactivate. Your wings are healed. They are upgraded. They are updated. They are working right now with you in absolute present time, clearing off any unconscious awareness that you even had wings, that you even have memories in the angelic realm, that you yourself are an embodied earth angel. That if you are watching this, if you go back and watch my videos from like 7 years ago, we're talking about earth angels. I remember when I first found my wings. It was one of the scariest and most beautiful days of my life. And breathe. Close your eyes. Just simply notice what you're noticing. Feel what you're feeling. Where have you been the one that's holding yourself back? Where have you been the one? This is not about blaming, but this is about taking responsibility. Because when you take responsibility for the patterns that you've been putting yourself through, you actually put yourself in the driver's seat to be able to change those patterns. Responsibility is freedom. There's a little bit more that we need to breathe through. Take a really big, 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 big deep breath in through the nose. Feel the lungs fully expand all the way, all the way, all the way. Take another sip of air all the way, all the way, all the way, and hold. Hold, 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 and watch that light starting to shoot. Keep holding, shoot through the crown of your head, and as you release, shoo, all the way down your root chakra to the center of the earth. And that Mama Gaia is here to help support you with your healing. Every single moment of every single day, you are never alone. Your guides never turn their back on you. Your higher self never turns its back on you. It is your own fear, your own pain that turns its back on those resources that are here and available to help you, because you're either afraid of your own success or you're afraid of your own failure. Breathe. Open your wings. Yo sotrona ko apuana ha'aya ki atrai. I ana iyo apuana akio sotrona ha'aki atkara inakia kua 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 kuna kua kua kua. Go ahead and like flap your wings. If you want to move your arms, you can move your arms. If it feels right for you to move your arms, move your arms. If it feels right for you to just watch your psychic wings, flap, 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 open, 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 stretching one all the way out to the right, one all the way out to the left, all the way up to the tippy, 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 tippy sky, all the way out touching the sun. Big, big, big stretch, big release. Beautiful. And so with that, my sweet friends, I encourage you to come back and watch this one a couple more times. There will be a lot more clearing on your second viewing and on your third to help integrate. So with that, of course, if you're interested in joining us in Rise, you're more than welcome to. There's always a link in the description below, monadsociety.com/Sitara Speaks. That is going to show you what our newest programs are that are available to you. So, with that, my sweet love, I absolutely adore you. I'm sending so much love from my heart to yours. I hope you find this helpful. Please play the algorithm game with me. Like, comment, subscribe, put a couple emojis in there, and tell your friends that we're doing awesome work here. Invite them, include them. And with that, again, just know that I'm sending so much love from my heart to yours. Mwah! Ciao, ciao. Happy eclipsing. I'll see you again tomorrow.